even though like ES like died 3 times, he still has Blink Dagger and Arcane Boost. I think that's pretty good for
Yeah,
ES.
that's definitely because that they got 3 towers pushed
Yeah.
down. Despite of them actually 5 to 15, the tower count is pretty even at this point. There's a lot of mappings being traded between 357 and X. A little bit annoying, but we'll have to live with it. And what do you feel about like a blink dagger? I mean, yes, you could blink in and kill everything, but actually, I think that's the best item he could have got. I was hoping maybe for a little bit more HP, because we have seen sometimes Earthshaker like to go Bracer, Vanguard, and actually just fucking walk in and get his ultimate off. But I guess on a second thought, there's just too many stuns on the Scourge for him to just do that. So Blink Dagger is a better route. It looks like there's going to be a Roshan attempt here. I mean, Syllabear is running his as fast as he can to get there. Syllabear is actually sitting at, let me see, 3,400 gold. So if this team fight goes well, they could actually, make a pretty good comeback. If he grabs a couple kills, kill the Scourge squad, and grab the Aegis as well, that might be a route for comeback. But whether that is going to be the case, it's not going to work. And now in the other commentary I was talking about, we are going to see these two Chinese teams just stand near the Roshan area and just going to look at each other. The Scourge is going to be, oh, Blink Dagger going to go on the Spirit Bear. Oh my god, Blink Dagger ultimate going on. And are they going to save? Where's DGC? DGC is going to come in here. We do see actually Yafet picking up kill here. And we are seeing the magical team fight. This is exactly what I'm talking about. This is what Nirvana China excels in best. They are going to pick out the Visage here. Earthshaker extremely low HP. Oh my god, so low HP is that Enigma as well. But yes, they finally won a huge team fight, and they are going to put themselves back in the game. And if you want to check the gold count here, already over 3,800, and we are seeing Nirvana China having some sign of life here. It's going to pick up that Sacred Relic, and it's going to make this game a little bit more interesting. Trace?
Yeah, and Burning almost, aka AAA, almost has his Eagle Norm. He finished his Menta like 5 minutes ago. Now he's going for, I think Butterfly would be the.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna go that Ethereal play.
Yeah.
Ethereal play Morphling was a little bit funny, and the funny thing is that he sold it later too. That was who rushes a tier 4 item, and then says, "Oh, it's not working out. Fuck it, I'm gonna sell it and go for SNY or something." Like he just that game. Like I want to see an interview with him and like ask what that game was actually about, because I still don't know what the hell's going on.
I think he did like you, like yesterday with your PL game. Just sell his Diffusal Blade and go Scatty.
Okay, so to paint the story, since like there's not much going on, I could actually like talk. There was an in-house game that we play Dota in-house at Dota commentaries pretty much every day. So, and actually I played an extremely farm Phantom Lancer. But because of internet problem, one of our player, the Crystal Maiden, dropped. And I know you're saying Crystal Maiden is pretty much useless in the late game, right? But I mean, it's a stun, it's a Nova, it's a team fight, it's an ultimate. So she is actually pretty useful. But what happened in the late game was that even though I was extremely stacked, I'm stacked on every inventory. I had like Diffusal Blade, Radiance, Butterfly, and Heart and all that stuff. Extremely stacked. But I just can't push up because the other team had, Earthshaker, had Alchemist, had Sniper, and I just can't get up the base. So I was like, this Diffusal Blade, this Mana Drain thing is not working out. F it, sell it, get a Scotty. And sometimes you don't see it in pro games pretty often because they make the correct item choice in the first try. But sometimes, you gotta just say, I don't care if it's a tier 4 item. If the item's not working out, you gotta change. One thing we don't see a lot of Dota player doing is adapting. Generally, Dota players just follow one build, like they see pro games, and they just follow that same build throughout the game, and there's really no adaptation. Not like StarCraft player or not like Warcraft player, where you could change your build like like fluids. And Burning showing us that, but I think this game he's gonna stick to the traditional Dusa build.
I think there's gonna be a Roshan fight soon.
Yeah, I'm looking at the Roshan here. Both, those birds going like crazy here. And I think they are going to just go for the Aegis here. Is it going to be a Black Hole here? Black Hole is go! Blacko not getting anything, but Roshan extremely low. Let's see if anyone's gonna ninja Roshan. This team fight is so hectic here. Death Ward is gonna be focused on Dusa. There's a plague work there. Roshan is still alive. If they could pick off the Roshan, you get a free Aegis. I think they just picked it off. Oh my god, Nirvana China mounting back a great comeback, and this is the chasing power of Silver coming back in. Oh my god, Yafit just grabbed a double kill. They are gonna pick off the Roshan. Roshan barely at 1000 HP. Let's see who's gonna pick off the Aegis. BKB is almost finished on the Enigma. Is this gonna be a crazy comeback? Oh my god, I mean, I apologize for counting out Nirvana China, but 10 minutes ago, this game was looking extremely grim, but I guess this is why you should never count out one of the top Chinese teams. Yes, let's see, Yafit does have his Orchid picked up. Yes, Orchid was the exact same thing that EHome tried to counter. Sorry, what?
Wawa phone, you mean?
Yes, Wowafong, as our Dota commentary people like to say. Actually, it's a YYF, EHome. And he did the exact same thing when he was playing the Windrunner. Want to get the Orchid to silence the Tinker. And the difference between this game and the game that EHome X Tinker. I don't know why I call him EHome X Lion. But EHome X played that game was that by the time that Orchid was finished on the Windrunner, Tinker was already getting his BKB, so that wasn't too effective. But in this game, you see that Tinker hasn't even finished his Hex yet. So that Orchid silence is gonna be so good against that Tinker. A silence Tinker for 5 seconds, it's practically a useless hero. Like, he's just useless. He can't do jack squat. Some other hero, if you silence him, could still attack pretty well. But Tinker, he's sitting at what, 90 damage. So that's not gonna help out. He's probably gonna just run in the back fight and not do too much of anything. Now, if you're the Tinker player and if you're caught in this kind of situation, you just gotta abuse your range. You let your teammate go in first, let the Sven to initiate with the Blink Dagger ultimate. Stay back, missile and then marching machine, and try your best to keep your distance from that Windrunner. Force the Windrunner to use the silence on any other hero. Because frankly, I mean, if Sentinel want to silence a hero, they want to silence the Tinker the best. So that is always the first choice. So he has to really keep himself in a good position. Now we do see the Aegis on the Silver. Radiance is finished, and I just hope Nirvana and Zoe don't make any other more misclicks. Because yes, you can make a couple misclicks in the early game and it won't matter that much. But if there's a big team fight and you actually press F by accident and he gets raped, then that is just a facepalm. That is gonna be facepalm. But let me check out Dusa's farm. Right, Dusa again. Yes, lost a couple of team fights here. 34 minutes, 288 here. I'm not too sure whether he's trying to break ZSMJ's record, but ZSMJ 55 minute is 720 creep kill. I'm not sure if that record would be ever broken, but EHome Burning is trying to break it right now. He's on a pretty good record. I mean, he's only like, he needs what, 400, a little bit more creep queue, but you gotta keep in mind that as the game progresses more and more, the creep rate gets bigger and bigger. Dusa farms faster and faster. But I don't think with the pushing power on Sentinel, I don't think they would want this game to drag out this long. But if the game has dragged out that long, I think they would have just automatically lost. But we'll see here. Dusa is sitting at 300 gold. What do you think his next item will be? Lifesteal?
Yeah, lifesteal.
Scotty?
Satanic, I think. Well,
let's see.
What do you prefer? You prefer to lifesteal or like slow the, I don't know, should they slow like the bear attack speed, or I don't know, or the Scotty just for HP and
I think both items would make really good logical choice. If you have Satanic, right, and if you could survive the entire black hole and Earthshaker ultimate, and then you could like just lifesteal everything back. But I'm not sure, because at that point you might have already lost a team fight. All your teammates might have already died. Scotty, I mean, gives you some pretty good extra HP, but it doesn't give you a lot of damage. So I'm not too sure, because so far I think DGC has been trying his best to black hole everyone else except the Dusa, because Dusa doesn't have a stun, so he doesn't have to worry about the Dusa. And I mean, well, if Dusa never gets black hole, then if he gets a lot of DPS, can just pick off the Enigma by right click. We are going to see the pushing power going in here. The Celebrated Bear gets focused. Got to resummon that back immediately. And Dusa is just single-handedly pushing this back. And this is the power of Dusa. A lot of spells being thrown at her. But at this point with her, Magic Wand, Mecha, Manta, not Mecha, the Lincoln Sphere, she is going to be quite alright. Just repel the push single-handedly by herself. At this point, this Sentinel team got to go back. They have to start to defend because you got to keep in mind, Tinker is on the other team. Could always BOT out the bottom lane and just, deal like 300 or 400 damage to the tower. Or BOT the mid lane, probably take over the mid tower as well. EHome X, playing this very, very slowly, playing very cautiously, is going to force everyone back. And every time that they repel a push like this is just more farming time for that Dusa. And I mean, Dusa, we'll see what item she's gonna get next, but she's sitting at 3,200, 3,100 gold right now.
DGC guys is BKB. I don't know if you said it, but
yeah, DGC. I think after that last team fight, he already had like the Myrtle Hammer, I think, and the Ogre Axe, so he was pretty close. So at this point, it all comes down to positioning, because once he gets that black hole, there's nothing outside right click damage. You could stop that ultimate. So again, Dusa getting a lot of damage wouldn't be bad if you could just right click the Enigma down, but we'll see how it happens. And so far a lot more positioning play. And again, when it comes down to positioning play, I gotta put more the game in favor of EHome, because I think they're more of the experienced team in terms of positioning himself, and secondly, Tinker is probably the best global positioning hero. Like, someone's pushing top, he could BOT at bottom, push a lane a little bit, and then push mid, and then push top again. Like, that hero is just really, really difficult to deal with. And right now, 34 minutes, 38 minutes, 40 minutes in the game, this is where Tinker becomes extremely fun to play and also becomes very potent of a hero. And late game Tinker, right, if he's sitting with 3,000 gold, he could just buy back and fly back immediately. So if the Tinker would have gold, he will always come back and own you. And we'll see what item that Tinker is going to go next, but I have to guess it's going to be that BKB to counter the Orchid, because really, if he BKB and walks in, he could either bait out the black hole or bait out, a couple of stuns, and that is going to be pretty important in terms of drawing fire off his rest of his team. Yes, he is going to probably die, but again, he does have the ability to buy back and join the team fight. We have seen a lot of Chinese games. It's not really about how the first wave of the team fight is going to be going. It's really about who has more buyback gold and who could join the team fight back, and we'll see. But I don't think the Sentinel will allow this game to go that late as they're pushing the mid lane here. Let's see if Dusa could repel this push here. I'm not exactly too sure what item he get. Using the Stone Gaze to cancel the buff on that Solar Bear, using it as a debuff for her. A lot of damage. Solar Bear already at half HP at this point. Let's see if it's going to be a Voodoo Restoration being casted off. Tinker being absolutely just annoying here. Just rearm laser. And or missile, and again they are going to repel this push. Looks like they're having trouble pushing through the Dusa, and I'm not too sure what they could do so at this point here. Now the Silver Radiance is finally going to be popped on the hero, and the Orb of Venom is on the hero as well. This signifies that he doesn't have the confidence to keep that Spirit Bear alive. I don't think. Yeah, he's gonna just send the Spirit Bear to draw focus and try to, oh my god, he's just gonna go in, gonna use his Aegis. Right, he's just going to use his Aegis, trying to do some damage. But I gotta say, this might not be the best choice. What he was really hoping for was hoping the entire team could focus around him, so a good Black Hole and a good Earthshaker ult could get everyone. But EHome too smart for that. Oh, there we go. Blinks it in here, but gets silenced here. Is there going to be a Black Hole? Oh, come on. Yes. Black Hole getting a Dusa and getting a Sven and a Tinker. Everyone just walking into the Black Hole. That was just hilarious here. They picked out the Dusa, but again, Dusa buys back immediately. Yes, they force a buyback here, but looks like Enigma is gonna go down, and looks like that is the end of team fight. Oh, is Witchstalker gonna get out? Yeah, Witchstalker is gonna get out. So that entire team fight, Dusa bought back, and that's it. I think that was a good defense. Even Dusa died, and even though he has to buy back, at this point Black Hole was wasted, Echo Slam was wasted, and that entire push was nullified. And you can see that EHome is just gonna push you right back, knowing that you don't have any ultimates, and knowing that the EHome squad is all about that ultimate team fight. So without that, there's no way Nirvana China could defend. And we can see that Dusa is just having whatever she wants at this point. Yeah, you can see that Sentinel is not even choosing to defend because they know they can't. There's no way they can fight without those ultimates. And basically, you know, a buyback is going to get herself basically a free tower. And that is going to help her to recuperate a little bit of gold. And keep in mind that, oh, she last hit that tower as well. So that's definitely going to help her out. And they're going to go for the uphill battle. I'm not exactly too sure whether they can do this, because despite not having the ultimate, they do still have a lot of long range defensive spell. Rocket and laser is going to be crazy though. And they are going to do a lot of damage to this Ancient Protector. Fisher should be casted continuously, but I don't know what Earthshaker. Probably still cooling down at this point here.